the noise of the rushing world. A gentle voice, a story unfurled, wisdom from a distant shore, opening a brand new door.
Happiness isn't far away. It's in how you care for your heart right now. It's a bit longer outside the window this afternoon. I find myself wondering, what did the landscape of your heart look like today? Perhaps you've been swept away by the relentless waves of time, rushing forward without a moment to look back at the precious soul that is you, We often run toward an invisible finish line, forgetting to even stop and ask the nameless wildflowers along the path how they are doing. We blame the world for being too fast, too harsh. But maybe it isn't the world that is fast. Maybe it is just our own minds that are hurried. When the mind stops, that is when we truly begin to see. Today, I want to gently cradle your weary heart. With words of wisdom from Haemin Sunim. We'll be exploring the insights from his book, The Things You Can See Only When You Slow Down. A work brought to the world through Chi Young. Only when you slow down. A work brought to the world through Chi Young. Kim's delicate translation and Young Cha Lee's warm illustrations. Planting seeds of peace in the hearts of millions. This book reminds us of the value of the comma in the sentences of our lives, teaching us how to remain still even amidst the rough currents. So put down your burdens for a moment. Imagine a warm cup of tea by your side. Settle into a comfortable position. And let's take a walk together through the forest of the mind. As I read this book, a thought occurred to me. Perhaps life feels so difficult, not because the world is inherently cruel, but because the vessel of our hearts lacks the space to hold it all. Since its release, this book has resonated with people, not just in their head, but in their souls. Because we are all searching for a place to lean on and rest. I hope this time serves as a small pause for you, a flicker of warmth to help you stand again. Close your eyes, listen to my voice, and let's begin this journey of the heart. Chapter 1. Rest. The things you see when you stop. I often ask myself, what am I working so hard for? The world continues to turn just fine without me. So why am I the only one living with such urgency? When I am busy, the world feels frantic with such urgency. When I am busy, the world feels frantic. When I am still, the world feels serene. Ultimately, the world is a projection of our own minds. If the lens of my heart is clouded, the world looks dark if my heart is at peace. I can find tranquility even in the center of a storm. My heart is at peace. I can find tranquility even in the center of a storm. Reading Sunim's words feels like looking into a mirror. People tell us to work harder, to climb higher, but sometimes stopping is the fastest way to get where we need to go. If we run without aim, we forget where we are going and what we truly desire. Stop, catch your breath, and look around. Only then will you see the things you missed. The warm gaze of a family member, the sincere concern of a friend, and the love you owe to yourself. And the love you owe to yourself. Rest is not laziness. It is a sacred preparation for the next step. Chapter 2. Relationships. Letting go of me to fill us. We aren't meant to be alone. We find joy and sorrow in our connections. Yet nothing is harder than a relationship. We lose sleep over those who hurt us and agonize over conflicts with those we love. Most of these conflicts stem from the greed of wanting to change others, to fit our own mold. When we judge someone for not being who we want them to be, the relationship begins to fray. Offers a clear answer. We say we love someone, but are we actually just loving the version of them we created in our heads? I have decided to try and accept people as they are, including their flaws. Just as a room must be emptied to be filled, we must empty our prejudices to make room for others. Sunim compares relationships to a fireplace. Stay too close and you'll get burned. Stay too far and you'll be cold. Finding that perfect distance is the mark of mature love. Remember, forgiving someone isn't for them. It's for your own peace. Chapter 3. The future. Being right here, right now. We often ruin today by worrying about a tomorrow that hasn't arrived. But the future is just a phantom. The only territory we truly inhabit is now. We must focus on the warmth of the tea we are drinking, the feeling of the ground beneath our feet, and the breath of the person beside us. Happiness is not a package that arrives in the future. It is a treasure to be discovered in this moment. If you aren't happy now, you won't be happy later. Because happiness requires practice. Don't wait for the perfect situation. Instead, change the way you look at the situation. When you live fully in the present, anxiety vanishes like fog, and peace takes its place. Chapter 4. Wisdom. Living wisely. What does it mean to live wisely? I believe it means listening to your inner voice rather than living by the eyes of others. The path everyone else calls good might not be the path for you. You have your own pace and your own color. Wisdom begins with respecting your own happiness. A wise person is one who can accept their own imperfections. We shouldn't try to be perfect. We should love our cracks. It is through those cracks that we understand the pain of others. And through those cracks, that new wisdom enters. When the waves of life come crashing in, don't fight them. Learn to surf. Chapter 5. Love. Who understands your heart. True love isn't about possession. It's about helping someone become their most authentic self. Having just one person who truly understands your heart gives you the courage to face the world. Love should be the purest form of respect. It shouldn't be a tool to fill your loneliness. True love has no conditions. You don't love them because they are successful. You love them because they are them. Don't be afraid to show your weakness to the person you love. That warm embrace that accepts even your flaws, that is love. Chapter 6. Mindfulness. The power to govern your mind. The mind is like an untamed horse. If left alone, it runs wild and exhausts us. Mindfulness is simply watching where your mind goes. When you're angry, acknowledge it. Ah, I am feeling angry. When you're sad, recognize it. I am feeling sad. Recognize it. I am feeling sad. Don't suppress your emotions. Just watch them passing through the sky. Emotions are temporary phenomena. Behind the clouds, the sky is always blue and clear. Spend time in silence every day. When you distance yourself from the noise of the world, and listen to your inner self, you find true freedom. You find true freedom. Chapter 7. Passion. Do what you love. Passion is the fuel of life. But if it flows in the wrong direction, it can burn us out. It can burn us out. True passion arises when you are genuinely enjoying yourself. When you do what you love, you lose track of time. You lose track of time. That moment of flow is a blessing. Don't sacrifice your spark for the world's definition of success. Even something small is enough if it makes you happy. The joy found in the process is far greater than the result. Listen to the beat of your own heart rather than the sound of the world's applause. Chapter 8. Spirituality. Truth beyond religion. Truth isn't confined to a single doctrine. Values like love, mercy, peace, and forgiveness are universal truths. Sunim teaches us that when we let go of the obsession that only I am right, we can finally empathize with the pain of others. Whether you believe in a specific God or not, is less important than how that belief changes your life. If you are becoming more compassionate, more humble, and more loving, you are walking the path of truth. You are walking the path of truth. Heaven and nirvana are found right here when we hold each other's hands. Closing thoughts. Thank you for walking with me through this landscape of the heart. I hope these stories have offered a small comfort to your weary soul. Sometimes we feel small, as if we are the only ones falling behind. But please remember, you are enough exactly as you are. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to make mistakes. Are the spaces where we can hold on to one another. Tonight, be a little kinder to yourself. Give yourself at least half the kindness you show to others. Whisper to yourself, you've worked so hard. You're doing well. As the night deepens, remember that after the darkness, a brilliant morning always follows. Happiness isn't far away. It's in how you care for your heart right now. I hope these words wrap around you like a warm blanket. Unlatch the door to your heart and let yourself have a peaceful dream tonight. Tomorrow, I hope you smile a little more and face the world with a lighter spirit. Now, close your eyes. You are worthy of love. The beautiful things you see when you slow down, will be waiting for you tomorrow. Good night, and thank you. You are truly loved.